Confused with Discours Rapporté and pronopersonal, adjective, possessive, verbs, everything in Discours Rapporté? Don't worry. Let's solve this stepwise, one at a time. Bonjour tout le monde. Je m'appelle Rita and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we'll be looking into a Discours Rapporté with an interrogative sentence. We'll be learning the different forms of interrogative sentences. Then we'll be learning the interrogative sentences with adverb interrogative in them. I'll be sharing some tips and also common mistakes which you need to take care of. So in this video today, we'll be only changing a direct speech of an interrogative sentence into an indirect speech. So stay till the end because in the end, we'll be having a practice exercise based on all of these. So let's look into some tips to solve Discours Rapporté. The first one is do not change the tense of the dialogue given. Maintain the tense given, be it present, past or future. Match your verb conjugations with the subject pronoun because we'll be changing the subject pronoun accordingly. Mind you, I'm saying the verb conjugation, not the tense. Do not add any new verbs in the sentence. Change your adjective possessive as per requirement of the subject pronoun. Change your pronopersonal also whenever required. And involve minimum people in the dialogue because the more people you involve in the dialogue, the more mistake you're bound to make. So let's look into the first type of interrogative sentence. The basic interrogative sentences are those which are answered by only using yes and no. Then we have questions which has got adverb interrogative in them like comment, quand, pourquoi, etc. Then we have questions which has got qu'est-ce or que. Then we have questions which has got qu'est-ce qui in the beginning. Also questions which has got qui in it. So we'll look into each one of them in detail. So let's look into the first type of questions which are answered by just using simple yes and no. So how do we identify when we have to use yes and no simply? So these are the three basic type of questions, simple questions. One is where we are using a question mark at the end of the sentence. Then we have est-ce in the front, we add est-ce in the front. And the third one is we are inverting it, where we are inverting the subject pronoun and the verb. So the first one we call it an intonation form, second is with the est-ce, and third is with the inversion. These three questions are simply answered by using yes and no. So to change them into an indirect speech, we will use C or S apostrophe before a vowel. So we'll keep these things in mind and we'll solve them. Let's see some examples with these three forms of question marks. The first one we have here is an intonation. The second one is est-ce, and the third one is the inversion form. Now I have used different tenses here just to keep things clear for you. And the first one has got the future of the verb venir. Second has got the verb comprendre in passé composé, and the third one is a simple present tense of the verb se promener. And we know one thing, that we are going to use C or S apostrophe to change them into an indirect speech. So we'll keep these things in mind and we'll solve them. Okay, let's look into these three types of sentences which has got, one has got intonation in it, second has got est-ce in it, and the third one is the inversion form. Now first thing, with the est-ce we never use any inversion. Est-ce will be always followed by an affirmative sentence. Second, we will avoid any English translation because when you translate it in English you are bound to make a mistake. So we will avoid any translation in English. And we know one thing, that we are going to use C or S apostrophe. That is one thing, and we will maintain the tense of the dialogue. So here everything before the dialogue remains same, no change in this. We will open up our dialogue by using see. What is my tu here? Who is my tu here? That is the listener, that is me. So see, and the corresponding pronoun with moi is je. See, je. The verb is when it in the future sampler. So I will maintain my tense in future. I will remove my question mark and I'll open up my dialogue. Let's look at the second one here again. Everything here before the dialogue also remains same. We will open up our dialogue by using see. Again here it is my passé composé of the verb comprendre and my subject address is nous. So nous will remain nous, no change, and avoir in the present tense, and compris is my past participle, la leçon. Full stop. Again third one here, everything here before the dialogue remains same, no change. See, this is my present tense of se promener verb and the person addressed is third person singular, which is il or elle. So I will write here s'il se promène. It's my regular er verb. I'll redo it. Everything else remains same, no change, no question mark, and just a full stop. So this is what I mean. Avoid translation in English, because when you translate it in English, you are bound to make a mistake because you'll add new verbs to it. So avoid that English translation also. Just apply the rules basic and maintain the tense wherever required. So, now let's look into some questions which has got adverb interrogative in them. Now if you look at these questions here, we have adverb interrogative où, then we have comment, and we have pourquoi. Où is where, comment is how, and pourquoi is why. Now we will definitely not answer to these questions using yes or no. And we see that each one of them here we have inversions. So we'll keep these things in mind and let's see what do we do. We have adverb interrogative. These are the examples with adverb interrogative. Let's see what do we do with them. Now, whenever we have questions with adverb interrogative, we'll keep the adverb interrogative as it is. We will not change them anywhere. And definitely we will not use see, because we are not answering them by using yes and no. So we will not use see here. And we saw that all of these adverbs were followed by inversion. So for adverb interrogative questions, we will remove the inversions to change them into an indirect speech. So we'll keep these two things in mind, that the adverb interrogative remains same, no change in them. Second is we will remove the inversion and we'll keep the sentence in the affirmative or assertive form. If it is negative, we'll keep it in negative, but definitely not in the interrogative form or the inversion form. Okay, let's look into these sentences which has got adverb interrogative. Now first we know we are not going to answer them by using yes or no. Since we are not answering them by using yes and no, we will not use see or apostrophe. We will not use them. So let's see. We'll maintain the tense, second thing, and avoid an English translation also. So everything here before the dialogue remains same, no change. My Adverb interrogative also remains same, no change. This is my inversion which I am supposed to put it into affirmative form. So my verb is aller here in the present tense. Now who is this tu? That is me. So the corresponding pronoun is je. So où je vais. Present tense of aller. Remove the question mark and a full stop. We are removing this inversion into an affirmative form. Everything here before the dialogue remains same, no change. Remove the inverted comma, open up your dialogue. Adverb interrogative remains same, no change. Change this inversion into affirmative form. Now we know it is my verb faire in the future. So I will maintain that verb, the tense. And who is this tu? The listener is il or elle. So comma il. This is my pronopersonal direct object which will come before my future sampler verb. Let's see the third one. Everything here before the dialogue again remains same. Open up your dialogue. Adverb interrogative remains same, no change. Inversion needs to be changed into an affirmative form. Now who is this tu is again the same, no change. And passé composé of the verb venir. Remove the question mark and a full stop. So this is what we are doing. We are removing the inversions wherever they are and we are putting them into an affirmative form. Correct? Now let's look at some more questions here. Questions with qu'est-ce qui, questions with qu'est-ce que or alone que, questions with qui or qui est-ce qui. We will not look into the formation of these type of questions because that will divert our topic. We'll just focus on how do we change them into an indirect speech. So these are the few examples. First one is with qu'est-ce qui, second is with qu'est-ce que, and then we have only qui. Again, I have used different tenses here. The first one is present. Then we have passé composé. Then we have future sampler. See what do we do when we have questions with qu'est-ce qui. Whenever we have questions with qu'est-ce qui, it will change to ce qui in the indirect speech. Similarly, questions with que or qu'est-ce que will change to ce que or will take ce que in the indirect speech. Questions with alone qui or qui est-ce qui will take only qui in the indirect speech. So we'll keep these things in mind. We'll change to ce qui, qu'est-ce que will change to ce que, or qui est-ce qui or alone qui will change to qui in indirect speech. We have in front of us all three different type of questions. First one has got qu'est-ce qui, second has got qu'est-ce que, and third one has got qui alone. Again here different tenses, so we'll maintain the tense, present tense. We have passé composé, and the third one we have future sampler of être verb. So we'll keep that in mind. Now we just saw for questions with qu'est-ce qui change to or ce qui in indirect speech. So here everything before the dialogue remains same, no change in this. Qu'est-ce qui we just saw change to ce qui. And we'll maintain nothing is required because it's a verb here. Se passe ici. Next one we have everything here before the dialogue again remains same, no change in this. Qu'est-ce que we just saw changes to ce que. Now who is this vous here? The person whom they are addressing is again vous. So vous will remain vous. and will maintain the tense definitely. Vous avez fait. Le weekend remains same. Full stop. Let's look at the third one here. Everything here before the dialogue again remains same, no change in this. Qui will remain qui only. Sera. With qui we always put the verb in the third person singular. Avec. Now who is this toi, the listener? The listener is moi. So with moi we have avec moi. Remove their question mark and just put a full stop. So we just saw that with Asaka we never have any inversions. So we'll keep these things in mind. And last, one thing which I would like to tell all of you, don't feel any pressure of any kind of examination. Believe in yourself, you can do wonders. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, please put it down in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to click on the like and the share button, and also press on the notification bell to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.